My child, stop. Don't scroll. Don't walk away. I am speaking directly to you in this very moment. Heaven scheduled this exact second. Before you opened your eyes today, I marked this moment on the timeline of your life. You may think this is random timing, another passing word in a noisy stream, but I am not a God of coincidence. I am a God of precision. I arranged this second carefully because what I am about to say to you matters right now. Stay with me. Breathe. Listen. Urgency does not mean fear. Urgency means significance. The timing is tight because alignment is happening. Your attention in this instant is not casual entertainment. It is agreement. Attention is agreement. Attention is currency in the spirit. When you pause and listen, alignment strengthens. The difference between those who miss and those who move is not worthiness. It is willingness to be present when heaven calls their name. I knew when your gaze would land here. I knew what you would be thinking, the fog in your mind, the tug on your thumb to keep moving. Hear me. That whisper telling you, this is not important, you can come back later, nothing will change, is not from me. The enemy's quietest weapon is distraction. He does not need to destroy your faith if he can simply dilute your focus. He does not always block your blessing. He keeps you moving so you do not notice it. Movement without listening is how miracles get missed in plain sight. But you did not leave. 99% will scroll past and never know what I had prepared for them in this moment. You stayed. That tells me something about your heart, your hunger, your sensitivity, your readiness to be guided. You are not like the many who treat holy timing as background noise. You chose to pause. That pause is obedience. That pause is alignment. Hear the promise. I am about to explain the delay you have been living inside. I am going to tell you why it felt silent, what I have been arranging behind the scenes, and what is already shifting in your favor right now. This is not a tease, this is an appointment. I will uncover the purpose in the waiting. I will show you the threads you could not see while you were tired, faithful, and unsure. So do not walk away from me. Stay, listen, receive. Let belief rise again. Let expectation awaken. Let hope breathe. This is not casual. This is not ordinary. This is not content. This is calling. Your attention right now is part of the alignment for what comes next. Keep your eyes here, my child, and let me begin by speaking to the waiting you hid. My child, I saw the waiting you hid. I saw the nights you prayed until words ran out and then went quiet because you were tired of hearing your own voice ask again. I saw the damp pillow that no one else noticed, the shower where you let tears fall because the water could carry them away without questions. I saw the way you put on a practiced smile in the morning, how you laughed at small jokes to keep others from asking big questions. I saw the unread messages you could not answer because you had no new updates, the invitations you declined because hope felt too heavy to hold in front of others. I counted the envelopes on the counter and the budget you reworked in your head at 2 a.m. I heard the doctor's words echo in your chest long after the office door closed, the texture of fear trying to climb your ribs. I watched your dream board gather dust, the applications you sent without reply, the open tabs you kept just in case, the calendar that turned from months into years while you wondered if you were the only one still standing in the same place. I know about the voice that said, maybe it's me, maybe I broke it, maybe I missed it. I was there in the car when you whispered, barely audible, do you still see me? Hear me. You are not unseen. You are not unheard. You are not forgotten. This is directed at you. I have held every unspoken sentence you swallowed to avoid feeling foolish. I have stored the prayers you stopped repeating out loud. You assumed silence meant absence. No, it meant I was working where you couldn't see. My quiet was not rejection, it was construction. My hush was not withdrawal, it was wisdom. Delay is not denial. Silence is not absence. Waiting is not wasting. Release the shame that tried to wrap itself around your heart because the timeline did not match your expectation. Release the comparison that tells you you're behind because someone else posted a picture of their arrival while you are still at the gate. Release the pressure to keep up with a clock I did not set for you. I am not grading you on speed. I am guiding you by purpose. I do not measure your worth by milestones reached on human schedules. I am not late with you, and you are not late with me. Let go of self-blame. The voice that accuses you for being careful, cautious, bruised, or tired is not my voice. I have not been disappointed by your tears or impatient with your questions. I have been closer than your breath, steady while your heart pounded, gentle when your shoulders tensed, patient when your words stopped. I have been gathering the fragments you thought were failures and shaping them into wisdom you will soon recognize as strength. My child, stay with me. Listen, receive. Breathe in this truth. I have seen it all. I have not turned away, and I have not changed my mind about you. You did not miss me. I have been moving toward you in every quiet minute. You do not have to pretend with me. Hand me the timelines. Hand me the comparisons. Hand me the heavy question of what's wrong with me. Let it fall. I am here, and I am not finished. My child, listen, breathe, stay, let your heart unclench. Hear me clearly. The delay you have been living through was not my denial. It was my preparation. It was protection. It was positioning. You did not miss me. You were being made ready for what I have not changed my mind about. There is a difference between unanswered and unfolding. You called it silence because you could not see activity on the surface. I called it formation because I was building beneath it. What felt late to your clock was on time to your calling. What looked motionless above ground was rooted work below the soil. I do not waste time. I invest it. I was investing in you. If I had rushed what you asked for when you first asked, you would have carried it with trembling hands and a tired spine. Rushing would have produced regret. Waiting is producing readiness. Quick doors can open into long detours, but prepared doors open into purpose without collapse. I refuse to give you a blessing that would break you. I chose to give you strength that could hold what you are about to carry. This is what I have been touching while you waited. Character. So what you gain does not change who you are. Discernment. So you recognize my voice from the crowd and choose the right door from the almost right one. Capacity. So you can handle the weight of increase without surrendering your peace. Stability. So your emotions do not become the steering wheel. Boundaries. So your yes is holy and your no is wise. Patience. So you do not trade long-term fruit for short-term relief. I adjusted your rhythms. I reordered your appetites. I trained your attention because attention is currency in the spirit and alignment is access. And it was not just about you. I was aligning people you have not met yet, moving hearts you do not see, opening positions that did not exist, maturing systems that would have crushed you if you entered too early. I was closing counterfeit avenues that looked like me but were traps. I was rerouting schedules, shifting policies, preparing resources, and softening opponents who will soon become unexpected allies. You are not a random piece placed wherever there is room. You are a designed part placed where you fit by timing and purpose. Do not interpret my caution as punishment. I am not punishing you. I am positioning you. I am not withholding to hurt you. I am withholding to hold you steady until the ground can bear your weight. I am not late. I am precise. I am not ignoring you. I am integrating you into a story larger than one moment. Stay with me now. Breathe again. Let hope come back to the surface. What seemed like a locked season was a locksmith's work on your soul. What felt like a closed heaven was a craftsman's hand shaping your foundation. I did not say no. I said, not like that, not yet. Because I intend to give it to you in a way that lasts, in a way that lifts you rather than unravels you, in a way that honors what you have sown and guards who you are becoming. So release the accusation you held against time. Release the fear that you are behind. You are right where preparation has placed you, on the edge of what is now strong enough to stand. Stay attentive. Stay obedient. The readiness I formed in you is the key that will fit the door when it swings. Stay with me. Lean closer. My child, do not misread the pause. The pause is power. While you felt still, I was not still. I was behind the scenes, rearranging conversations you were not invited to yet, moving one meeting on a Tuesday so a name could be spoken on a Thursday, shifting an email from the bottom of a queue to the top at a precise hour. I was prompting a thought in a mind across town. I was nudging a mentor's memory so your face would rise when an opportunity surfaced. I was softening one heart and hardening another to guide your steps away from harm and toward help. I adjusted schedules, redirected travel, delayed approvals, and opened windows you could not create with the precision you could not perceive. I rerouted resources. Budgets you never saw were revised to make room for you. A policy that would have blocked you is being amended. A seat at a table that did not exist is being built. I asked a gatekeeper to wait and a helper to hurry. I hid you in plain sight from eyes that would have used you and made you visible to eyes that will honor you. You could not track the chain reaction I initiated, but I did not need you to track it. I needed you to trust it. Hear this clearly. Some doors closed because I closed them. Mercy shut what danger dressed as destiny tried to open. What you called a missed chance was me removing a snare with good lighting. A relationship that cooled was a counterfeit I would not allow to anchor your future. The urgent offer that demanded you rush was a shortcut that would have cost you long-term joy. I would not trade your inheritance for a moment of applause. I would not let a small room claim you when I made you for a larger space. I protected you from timing that was true in promise but wrong in season. A blessing given too soon becomes a burden. I refused to let a blessing break you, so I built you, quietly, daily. I expanded your emotional bandwidth so feedback would refine you rather than define you. I strengthened your consistency so momentum would not be a spasm but a rhythm. I trained your financial wisdom so increase would be stewarded, not squandered. I deepened your spiritual endurance so resistance would not scare you away from responsibility. I lengthened your breath. I widened your margins. I taught you recovery, how to return to center quickly, so storms would not set your tone. And I sharpened your discernment. I taught you to recognize peace from panic, alignment from striving. Peace does not pressure, panic shouts and shoves. Alignment flows, striving forces. I whispered, wait, when your flesh wanted, now. I impressed, leave, when familiarity pleaded, stay. I let a conversation feel heavy so you would learn to honor the weight as a warning. I let another feel light and clean so you would learn to follow ease without guilt. I trained your ear in my cadence so you could spot the counterfeit urgency that mimics importance but drains life. This is why the pause mattered. Power gathered in it. Perspective gathered. Clarity gathered. My child, do not misread the pause. The pause is power. While you waited, I aligned people, removed traps, and built capacity in you to carry what is coming without collapse. Stay with me. Keep your attention where I am. Attention is agreement, and agreement activates access. You are safer than you felt, stronger than you know, and nearer than it looks. Keep listening. We are moving. My child, stay with me. Lean in. I need to name the quiet war around you. The enemy's strategy was not always to break you with chaos. It was to keep you moving just enough to miss me. Not loud destruction, constant motion, not a storm you could name, an endless scroll you could not feel yourself leaving. Distraction and doubt working hand in hand. The steady hum that dulls your ears. The whisper that says, "It's not important. Keep scrolling, nothing changes, you've waited too long." That whisper is not from me. Hear me. Movement without listening is how miracles hide in plain sight. You asked me to move, I began. You asked for signs, I placed them close. But the enemy tried to pull your gaze a degree off-center so near became invisible. He does not need to steal your faith if he can scatter your focus. He does not need to close your door if he can speed your feet right past it. I am putting language to the patterns that have been stealing from you, numbing yourself with noise when silence felt too honest, overworking to outrun the ache, doom scrolling at midnight until hope is thin, isolating in the name of "I'm fine" when you are thirsty for encouragement, comparing timelines and calling it reality when it is actually erosion. You have been rehearsing worst-case scenes as if fear were a responsible plan. You have been narrating the ending I did not write. It's over, it's late, it won't happen. Stop agreeing with a script I did not author. Attention is agreement. Focus is alignment. Presence is cooperation with heaven. Every time you pause to listen, you move from bystander to partner. Every time you return your eyes to me, you step back into the choreography I have set for this hour. You are not at the mercy of the feed, the clock, or the pressure. You are responsible for your gaze. Choose where you place it and watch what opens. So I speak to your pace and to your patterns. Stop running. Stop rehearsing fear. Stop calling it over when I called it unfolding. Stop blessing what exhausts you by naming it productive, when it is only avoidance with better branding. Stop letting comparison set your deadline. Stop telling yourself you are being realistic when you are actually repeating doubt. Now, hear the counterorder. Be still on purpose. Shorten the swirl. Put the device down when I nudge you. Breathe slowly and ask, where are you moving right now? Name the distraction and cut agreement with it. Choose the room where your spirit can hear me. Let quiet be your ally, not your punishment. Let my peace be the governor of your pace. When you feel the itch to run, stand. When the loop tries to play, interrupt it with gratitude. When the lie says, you've waited too long, answer, he is precise and I am on time. My child, you are closer than it looks. I have already initiated what you asked for. Do not miss the miracle by rushing past the ordinary moment where I placed it. Stay, listen, obey. Keep your eyes where I am, and what has been subtle will become clear. Attention is agreement, and agreement activates access. My child, hear me. The long was love. What you called delay was me refusing to hand you something holy in a way that would harm you. I am not slow. I am safe. I am not withholding. I am completing. I am not casual with your future. I am careful with your foundation. I design outcomes that endure, not moments that flash and fail. I would not let a quick yes lead to a quiet collapse. I would not let momentum outrun character. I chose to make the blessing a bridge, not a burden. This took time because maturity takes time. I prioritized consistency over intensity, daily obedience over occasional enthusiasm, steady bricks over dramatic fireworks. I trained you to choose me when the room was silent, to keep your word when no one is watching, to steward small things without contempt. I replaced impulse with instruction, preference with principle, convenience with covenant. Wisdom over wishful thinking, that is what I formed in you. Not, I hope it works, but I know how to walk. You learned the difference between pressure and peace. Between doors I open and doors you pry. You learn to wait for the light to turn green instead of racing into an intersection and calling it faith. It took time because people needed to be revealed, healed, or repositioned. I let masks slip so you could see loyalty from leverage. I exposed the friend who was fascinated with your gift, but not committed to your growth. I allowed certain voices to fade so you would hear me without their echo. I healed a heart that will soon hold hands with yours without wounding you. I moved a leader to a new role so they could make room for your assignment. I cut cords that looked like comfort but tied you to compromise. Some connections needed to end so covenant could enter. Some tables needed a chair removed so you would not sit where poison was passed like bread. It took time because the inside of you mattered more than the outside of the situation. I tended old disappointments that had hardened into quiet unbelief. I rebuilt trust where betrayal had taught you to brace. I brought your nervous system out of survival so you could finally receive without flinching. I untaught scarcity so increase would not scare you and generosity would not feel like loss. I loosened your fingers from control so surrender could be relief, not failure. I healed the reflex to over-explain, the compulsion to overwork, the fear of good news. I taught your soul to exhale. And hear this with certainty. I heard every prayer, none wasted, none forgotten, all accounted for. I know, I saw, I kept, I guarded, I prepared. I gathered each tear as data and as seed. I shielded you when you did not see the arrow. I stayed when you went quiet. I stretched the timeline because I was safeguarding you from receiving too soon and losing too fast. Now, hold the posture I taught you. Stay, listen, obey. Attention is agreement, and agreement activates access. Keep your eyes on me. You are about to carry what will not crush you. My child, stay with me. Do not rush ahead. I am moving now. The shift is not a rumor. It is already in motion. Closer than you think. Closer than your next breath. I scheduled this turn while you were sleeping, and I am unveiling it as you listen. Urgency does not mean fear. Urgency means significance. Keep your eyes here. Watch what I am about to show you. The first signals will be small, and they will speak loudly if you let them. You will notice an unusual peace where panic used to live. Same circumstance, different center. That is movement. You will feel a quiet desire to pray again, not out of pressure but out of hunger. That is movement. A sentence will rise clear and clean in your mind where confusion used to cloud you. That is movement. Do not despise the small beginning. It is not small. It is a key turning in the lock. It is the hinge whispering before the door swings. You will see doors crack, not burst. An email thread revived. An invitation that had gone silent reappearing with better terms. A meeting rescheduled for your favor. You will hear confirmations repeated. A phrase you prayed in secret echoed by two different mouths. A theme that appears in a song, a headline, a conversation, all in the same day. You will sense reconnections. The person you released in peace returns with growth. The mentor who was busy suddenly has time. The colleague reaches out with, "I've been thinking of you." These are not coincidences. I am a God of precision. Pay attention to your inner weather. The wind shifts there first. Rest will begin to come more quickly after you lay down. Ideas will land without you forcing them. The problem you kept tightening with effort will loosen with a simple yes to the nudge I give. You will notice grace flowing in one direction more than another. Follow the ease, not the ego. Peace points the way. Pressure that demands you hurry without clarity is not from me. Let my peace govern your pace. Expectation is holy when it is anchored in me. Lift it without anxiety. Breathe. Stay with me. Do not lunge. When you sense the stir to call, call. When you feel to pause, pause. When you hear, look again, look again. Attention is agreement, and agreement activates access. The enemy will try to name this too little, too late, just random. That whisper is not from me. I am tuning your ear so subtle becomes certain. You are entering the moment where subtle confirmations become undeniable movement. What has been internal will begin to show up externally, and it will align with the preparation I formed in you. Be present, be gentle with your pace. Keep listening. The signs are already speaking, and as you stay, they will speak louder. My child, lean in. Let me tell you what will surprise you. You have imagined the answer wearing the same clothes it wore years ago, but it will not arrive in the outfit you expected. It will carry the original promise, but it will come dressed differently, because the waiting shaped the outcome. Do not look for a replica. Look for fulfillment. What returns will not be a rerun. It will be redemption. A door that once closed will open on a different hinge. You will recognize the hallway, but the handle will be new. A company that said, "Not at this time," will send an unexpected message. Are you still available? A process that stalled will resume with momentum that does not require your forcing. An email thread revived, but this time it comes with clarity, compensation, and margin that honor your boundaries. A home you thought was out of reach will reappear with better terms. The door is the door, but the entry will be gentler, wiser, timed for your strength, not your striving. A person will reach out. Do not be surprised if it is the one you released in peace. Growth happened off stage. Words you long to hear will meet you without you prompting them. I'm sorry. I see you. I was wrong. How can I make this right? Some reconnections will be reconciliations. Others will be redefinitions. Still love, new terms. Discern the difference. I did not build you to repeat cycles. I built you to walk in covenant and clarity. An opportunity you let go will return without the hooks that once troubled your spirit. The pay improves. The schedule respects your health. The contract protects your voice. The team is safer. The oversight is cleaner. You will marvel at how the same field feels like a new land. This is what the pause produced. Leverage without losing your soul. Access without anxiety. Increase with integrity. And a path you could not imagine will appear where none existed. A side door, a back route, a partnership you never considered, a grant you did not know to apply for, a location you had dismissed becoming the address where favor rests, a no that redirects you into a yes you did not know to ask for. I am a God of precision. I am not limited to the front door. Now, hear my warning at the threshold. The enemy will try to label it too good to be true. He will whisper, "It's a trick, it's random, it's late." That whisper is not from me. Test for my fingerprints. Peace that is steady, not manic. Clarity that does not rush you to sign in the dark. Room for integrity. Honor for your boundaries. Provision that does not demand you hide your values. Pressure without purpose is not from me. Peace that points the way is. Anchor yourself in obedience. When the door opens, walk, don't sprint, don't shrink. No panic, no self-sabotage, no over-explaining to earn what I already authorized. Ask for wisdom, then act on it. Keep the pace I taught you. Keep your yes holy and your no wise. Attention is agreement, and agreement activates access. Look again, listen for my cue, and step with the steadiness I have formed in you. You will be surprised by a familiar name returning differently, by a closed door becoming a walkway, by a message that answers the prayer you cried years ago, now wrapped in favor, safety, and strength. This is not coincidence. This is orchestration. Stay present. Stay aligned. Obey when I nudge. The waiting did not weaken the promise. It perfected the way it arrives. My child, stay with me. The door is moving, but your part matters. The breakthrough is not only about my timing, it is about your alignment. Stay, listen, obey. Attention is agreement, and agreement activates access. You are not the 99% who moves on at the first distraction. You are the one who stayed. That is why you will notice the opening. That is why you will hear the cue. That is why you will step at the right second without scrambling. Here is your response. Give me your attention on purpose daily. Simply begin with prayer, not performance. Say, "Here I am," and mean it. Repent where needed. Break agreement with doubt and with the accusations you spoke over yourself. Renounce the partnerships with distraction you called coping. Name them and release them. The numbing scroll, the hurried yes that ignored your peace, the rehearsed fear that filled your silence. Confession is not shame. Confession is alignment. Alignment activates access. Forgive what drained you. Forgive them. Forgive yourself. Unforgiveness is a lock on a door I am trying to open for you. Release timelines you built from comparison. Hand me the clock you tried to control. Stop chasing counterfeit comfort that soothes for a night but steals clarity in the morning. Choose what nourishes your spirit, not what only numbs your nerves. Rebuild daily consistency, small, holy, steady. Return to the simple rhythms that formed your strength. The quiet chair, the honest journal, the walk where your lungs remember peace, the scripture you already know but need to live again, the worship that recenters you without an audience. Low and faithful beats, loud and frantic. Practice obedience as alignment. Do not try to force a miracle. You are not the maker of doors, you are the walker of paths. Presence is your power, agreement is your action. When I nudge, move. When I still you, honor it. When you sense favor flowing in one direction, follow the peace, not the pressure. Ask me for wisdom and then take the next small step I highlight, even if it looks ordinary. The call, the email, the apply, the rest, the decline, the schedule, the appointment, the have the conversation. Simple yeses stack into sudden shifts. Right here as a faith act and a line in the sand. Type this with your own hands. I will not walk away, I trust your timing. Write it not for an algorithm, but as agreement. Let your eyes see your confession. Let your heart hear your mouth align. This is you choosing me over motion, peace over panic, purpose over pressure. Hold your posture, stay, listen, obey. Keep your yes holy and your no wise. Guard the gates of your eyes and ears. Bless what builds you and starve what scatters you. You are not behind, you are aligned. And as you align, access opens. As you stay, signs speak louder. As you obey, what I set in motion meets you in motion. Stay with me, we are crossing. My child, this is the seal. Hear me as if I am taking your face in my hands. I am not late, you are right on time. I am near, I am guiding. I am finishing what I started in you. I have not moved an inch away from you. I have moved everything necessary into place for you. Breathe and receive this certainty. Your season is turning, and your staying present will help you recognize what I am doing. Listen again to the truth I want carved into your thoughts. You are not forgotten. You are not denied. You are being prepared. This is not random. This is not ordinary. This is not content. This is calling. Delay was not a verdict against you. It was a shield around you. Preparation was not a punishment. It was a promise in progress. Protection was not withholding. It was wisdom keeping you whole. I am the one who schedules seconds and secures outcomes. I am the one who writes the end from the middle and wastes nothing on the way. In the next days, remain steady. Watch your thoughts. Do not let rehearsed fear narrate what I am actively redeeming. Guard your focus. Attention is agreement, and agreement activates access. Refuse panic purchases, fear texts, and rushed decisions. Do nothing because of loneliness, pressure, or comparison. Move only by peace, wisdom, and my nudge. Test every invitation for my fingerprints. Clarity without coercion, peace without panic, honor without compromise. Keep short accounts with me. Confess quickly, return quickly, obey quickly. Write down the small signs you begin to notice. Honor the hinge sounds before the door swings. Choose quiet on purpose. Give me the first minutes and the final thoughts. Bless what builds you. Starve what scatters you. If the loop starts to play, interrupt it with gratitude and the truth we sealed together. If you receive this, respond in worship right now. Type these words as agreement. Jesus, I trust your timing. Then share this with someone who is waiting so they do not walk away 3 steps from their turn. And if this voice has been a steady hand to your spirit, support this ministry so we can keep lifting the ones who feel late. I see every seed of honor, and I multiply it. Now let me bless you. My child, peace to your mind. Let the racing quiet. Let the fog clear. Strength to your waiting. Endurance with joy. Stamina without strain. Clarity to your next step. Light on the path right where your foot will land. I release angelic help to guard your way. Wisdom to answer when the call comes. Courage to walk when the door opens. Humility to stay low when favor rises. You are not behind. You are aligned. You are not late. You are right on time. And you will see why, soon, clearly, beautifully. Stay with me. Keep your eyes where I am. Stay, listen, obey. We are crossing, together. I am with you. I am for you. I am finishing this, and you will testify.